Okay, well, I forgot to turn the camera on, or if it just stopped or what, but hit this one with the wire wheel on the drill, and you can see this one had quite a bit of rust and scale in there. I'm pretty sure we're going to be all right. You know, it's not up here on the edges where that bead's going to seat. Out here, not getting too carried away. Pull that valve stem out, hit a little more with the wire wheel, and call it good, because I'm going to be using Rust-Oleum that stops rust, and so you can paint right over the rust with it and it will stop it. So we'll get back to cleaning up some more wheels, and you guys can sit here and watch. I'll time lapse because it's going to be boring, but I got 4 of them to do. I don't have to do the insides of the others, just the outsides where they've been exposed to the weather. So here we go. Okay, so this is the one that kind of dinged the rim, the bead, where that bead's going to seat. Just by prying on it with the pry bar. So got me a variety of hammers out here, a couple different dollies, bigger hammers if I need them, and we will give that thing a couple taparoos and see if we can get it straightened back out. get it straightened out. It didn't ding where the bead seat's too bad. Worst case scenario, I would have to put a tube in it, but I can do that too. The valve stems all look pretty good. One of them, the rubber's a little hard around it. I'll see what I got here. I may just go ahead and pick up 4 new ones tomorrow. Hopefully somebody in town has them, parts store, tire store, one of them. But let's give this thing a few taps and see if we can get it straightened back out. I got a big block or something. Well, I'm getting close. Better than it was. Still not the best. So I think what I'll do is I'll bring my torch over here and fire it up, and I'll give it a little taps after I've heated it up. We'll see what that does. Well, I think that looks pretty good. We'll let that thing cool off slowly now. Still got a little bit of a wowie to it, but not bad. I think that should seal up. The glove, on the other hand, yeah, not so good. Didn't realize I had the torch aimed at it, and kind of melted a little bit, so guess I'll have to buy me a new pair of Milwaukee gloves. These were starting to, I might still be able to get a little bit of use out of them. But yeah, I'll buy some new ones. So yeah, I'll let that thing cool down. Hit it with the wire brush. Well, I gotta hit the whole thing with the wire brush, get it cleaned up, and move on to probably spatter a little paint on them. So here we go. So give that a little wire wheel action, got it cleaned up good. Don't look too bad right there. I think that bead should seal. I'll hit it back here with the wire brush, the wire wheel, once it's cooled off on its own. The metal retains its strength. Got these all cleaned up, ready for some paint. What is it? It's 85 degrees in here. So if this was, I could set them up out here and really bake that paint on. We was up around 100 again last week, but we got a cooling off this week. Like I said it before, we're supposed to, our high, I believe on Thursday or Friday is only supposed to be 61. So still better than Colorado, where by this time, typically where I lived, we'd already have some snow. So I'm gonna get my sawhorse out here, get a piece out in the sunlight, get a piece of plywood set up on it that will hold all these wheels, and come out here and squirt a little paint, let them sun bake. And I'll bring his back once I get them all painted up and show you what they look like. Knocked them off real quick with some mineral spirits. give everything a quick coat. It's a satin black, and my battery's about dead, so I'll probably give them 2, maybe 3 more coats. I got plenty of paint left. Paint's cheap, and I'll bring you guys back when they're done. Okay, so we're back. Go out here and show you. Got about 4 coats of paint on these wheels. They're looking pretty good. Good enough for a trailer. Done a little bit here on the shackle, such as it is. So I took them off. Basically, this is what was in there for the shackle. You can see that. I don't know if that hole's built that way or not. That's one of them. Here's the other one. This one's actually got quite a bit of wear on it there. I don't know. They might have been built oblong like that. But I checked through my stuff. I got some other shackles, but these aren't big enough. I think these are off of, I don't know if they're off the other trailer from when I replaced the springs or what it is. They're too small for the holes. Oh, you get down here, there's no bushings in the springs. It's just straight through one of these bolts. Yeah, this one over here. You see where it's actually got some wear there on it from working in there. So, don't know how long it took to do that. These bolts are actually too small. I've been looking around because I believe those are half. I thought somewhere, well, I know somewhere I have, I don't remember if it was 9/16 or 5/8, grade 5 that I'd bought for my other trailer. I never did use it. Between the storage containers and my shed, and now the garage, I've got stuff spread around in numerous different places. But what I'm going to do, I don't have much for metal. Metal's expensive, but I got this old floor jack that the previous owner left here. I'm going to cut these casters off so I can still use them somewhere, potentially. But it's a little thicker, but I'm going to cut this thing up and I'm going to make me some new shackles. And so I'll get set up here and go to it. Yes, I know you're not supposed to cut with your angle or with your grinding wheel that way, but I didn't have room to cut it this way. I squared that up so I can use this later on for something if I need to. So I didn't have room to run my grinder the way, or my cutting wheel the way I should. So it is what it is. Nobody died, so we're good. Well, I might have cut that one a little too short. I was trying to cut some of the material off, so I didn't have to do it trying to hold on to that single piece. So I'll just go ahead and cut that other the other big piece off there. I can make two of them out of it. Okay, I'll be able to make both of them out of that. It's big enough. I'm going to go ahead and get them drawn out, cut out. I won't have them drilled yet, but I'll show you when I get them cut out and cleaned up. Okay, so there's one done. That's a shackle. Just imagine there's two holes in it. Actually ended up just slightly bigger than the one that was on it. But what I'm going to do is I'll wait till I pick up my bolts tomorrow. Not sure if they're 9/16 or 5/8. I think they was 9/16. And then I will figure out my center point and my measurements on these, and I will drill them out with my stepper bits. I'll go in one side to wherever I need to be, flip it over, and go onto the other side. But for right now, there's one. Gonna get started on the other one, But yeah, that's a shackle. Believe me. All right, later. Well, welcome back. Another portion of Desert Life and Adventures. A new day out here in the shop, and a little bit cool today. About 78 degrees here in the shop. About 80, 81 outside. We got a cooling trend going on this week. So, yeah, it's a little cool. Got a little bit of wind coming. Supposed to have some pretty high winds for about the next 3 days. But gathered up a bunch of parts yesterday. Go back to work on the trailer. We got our tires, our new tires, all mounted on our nice, pretty cleaned up rims. I think I got all the parts I need. I was messing with this day before yesterday, and I'm gonna have to build me another shackle. The one on the other side was a little bit wallered out too, so I'll just end up with 4 new ones that I built. Got all my bolts and stuff yesterday. One issue that I did run into, it's going to take me a little more time, is the original hitch on this. Hitch, tongue, whatever you want to call it. So this one is, this one is 2,000 pounds. That's the one that's on it. And it's 2 inches across here. That's what the actually that one's 2.5. That's outside to outside, inside to inside. It's about 2.5 in there too. So this one, the box said it was 3 inch. So we got 2.5 there. Inside here, got about 2 7/8. So it won't be as bad as I thought. I thought there was going to be an inch difference, and I'm going to have to a lot more metal on there. Still gonna have to do a little work for it. This one sits back further, but I'm gonna have to build that up. Fortunately, I still have the other side of this floor jack that I'm harvesting pieces off of, so I'll use some of that, but just gonna cause me a little bit of extra work when I do it. You know, no biggie. Just weld some on both sides there. Figure out what size I need and get it welded on there, and have to drill it, get that new hitch put on. It's a 5,000 pound hitch. You know, this trailer is not gonna have hardly any tongue weight at all. So I probably could have went with that smaller one, but this new one that I bought yesterday is a 5,000 pound gross weight rating. So it'll be plenty. Yeah, I was hoping to put a Bulldog hitch on it like I have on my other trailer, but nobody in town that I went to had those, so had to take what I could get. Yeah, like I say, just for this water trailer, using it once or twice a month, it'll be fine. So we'll get you guys set up. My goal for today is to basically have it all but ready to haul water. I'm gonna get those shackles done. We got new bolts, got some new grade 5 bolts to go in, at least the ones that I'm replacing. Finished checking the wheel bearings. I pulled one of the caps off the other day, and they still got some pretty good grease in them. Get all my welding done. Any place I had marked, and I've already got ground off and V'd out, ready to do some welding. A little bit of cleanup, wire brush, a little bit of grinding on the spots, and squirt some paint on it. Let's see if I've done these right. Yeah, they'll work. I went ahead and bought these. The straps I use are the good double end, and I could probably go with a lighter strap too. I mean, basically it sits on the trailer. But the straps I'm using, the hooks just won't quite fit through there. And so I bought those eye bolts, and I can always use them somewhere else if I decide not to use them. But bought them so I can put them in there, hook my straps into. So yeah, like I say, my goal today is to finish the shackles. Hey, what are you hollering about? Finish the shackles, get the thing welded where it needs it, get the hitch on, get it painted. So we'll see how far that goes. I'd like to be able to haul a load of water tomorrow or Saturday if I need to. But think we got all the parts to do it. So I'll put you guys down here somewhere and get some stuff gathered up and get going. Okay, well, got all those spots welded up. I did figure out I'm not very good at vertical welding, so I'll probably have to come back and hit those again, practice a little bit. I've never done much vertical welding, but I think I got enough gas. I got the main things welded that I wanted to, but I want to get going on this. Make sure I've got enough gas and to get that welded on. I can always do a little more back there if I need to, but this is kind of imperative that I get this here going. So